This next song is a song that's it's off our album Pieces of a Real Heart, and it's a song that well, it meant a lot to us as a band when we wrote it. You see, this album Pieces of a Real Heart, it's got a heart on the cover, and it's got all these songs with heart in the title, like Keep My Heart Alive, Dear Heart. There's lyrics from songs with the Redeemer that says you can make a weak heart stay alive forever. There was heart all over it, and this album came out in March, I think March 9th of 2010, and 1 month later, my wife and I went to our ultrasound appointment, 20-week appointment. She was pregnant with our third baby. We were going to find out whether it was a boy or a girl, and we found out that we were having a little boy, which was great because we had 2 girls already. But we also found out that day that our little boy barely had a heart, that it hadn't even developed inside his chest. And when we went on to see the doctors and found out that he literally had half a heart, this thing called hypoplastic left heart. And it was a heart disease that we'd never heard of. We didn't even really know that kids could have heart disease. And so we started walking down this road of knowing that our child may not live to term, that if he did live to term, that he would have to have, short of a miracle of God, which we do believe in, by the way. I do believe I know God can heal people. I pray for that. I know it. And then other times he chooses not to, and we don't understand why. But we started praying, and he was born with that half a heart in September of 2010. And man, you can imagine that these songs about heart, even 1 month after the album came out, in April, we found out that he really had a sick heart, that this Pieces of a Real Heart album meant so much more. Songs like Keep My Heart Alive. Lyrics like, I don't have every answer in life, but I'm trusting you one day at a time, because you can make a weak heart stay alive forever. It was not by chance. It was not by chance that God had laid those lyrics on our hearts and the songs on our hearts. He knew what was going to happen. And as my wife and I and our family walked through it, as these guys kind of walked through it with us, supporting us, praying for us, and we went through a really difficult time. We watched our son already go through 2 open heart surgeries. He had a last-minute surgery he had to have last week, and this is all over the past year and a half. We spent a lot of time in children's hospitals watching our boy. One night, I wasn't going to say this, but one night, I'll never forget getting the call from the nurse that our boy's heart had stopped beating, and running to the hospital and spending an hour at his bedside, holding his hands, watching the nurses with her fingers between the walls of his chest on his heart, pumping to keep him alive for an hour. And that night we thought we lost our boy, and by the grace of God, they were able to get him on life support. He was able to survive. And all these ups and downs that we saw, these things that we experienced that are just, it's really weird to even look back on it and talk about it, because it doesn't even really seem like reality anymore. But because now I've got this beautiful little 18-month-old boy who runs around with his iPod and says la la all the time, wants to sing constantly, wears his headphones. His first sentence was dad dad la la, because he was listening to daddy sing. And so, pretty awesome. But anyhow, so, man, these songs of redemption, about heart, about hurting hearts that God can make new, whether it's in this life or the life to come, that our hope is in Him. We do not lose heart, though our outer nature is wasting away, our inner nature is being renewed day by day for the slight momentary affliction that is preparing for us a weight of glory that's beyond all comparison. That's what Paul said, and I believe it with all my heart that we've got that hope. And that's what this next song is about.